Chi non salta rosso nero, Chi non salta rosso nero, Hey, Interisti around the world. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It is a good day to be an Interista. This video, the day after the Supercoppa. We're still partying, we're still enjoying, of course, and we are going to continue enjoying yesterday's win. 3-0 win, let's not forget, against our arch rivals AC Milan in the Super Cup. We're going to take a look at some words from yesterday. In the post-match reaction yesterday, we didn't get too much time to talk about what all the players and Inzaghi said, and continue to enjoy it. As I said, looking over the pictures that Inter have been posting is so good to see. For example, this picture, the team taking home the cup on the plane home. It's great to see everyone getting involved, even Inter getting involved in the banter with the picture of Messias on the floor. Hakan there, we can't believe we signed this guy on a free transfer. Lautaro with the cup. Even Correa, he's always there when it comes to dancing, when it comes to getting involved in the celebration. He's always the first there. Even Robin Gosens showing some moves alongside Hakan. One kiss is all it takes. Of course, the Capo Curva. I want to get into Di Marco, the Capo Curva. This guy, if he didn't make it as a footballer, he would have been in the crowd with the Curva Nord. He bleeds black and blue, guys. I tweeted about his video this morning. A video of him screaming on the top of his lung the Curva Nord song. Look at it doing. He's literally about to lose his voice so hard. He's shouting. He knows every single word. He would be in the crowd on the other side if it wasn't, if he didn't make it as a professional. Him, Bastoni, and Barella, true born Interisti. It's great to have that core of real Interisti, the guys that support the team when they were younger and now are living their dream. You need players like that in the team, and good enough to be in that team as well. Di Marco, often criticized, he's been at this club since 8 years of age, has gone on multiple loans, but now he's proving that he is ready for this team. Yesterday, another top performance by Federico Di Marco. Moving on to the other Interista just mentioned, true born Interista, Bastoni talks about his he's got an expiring contract, not this year but in the coming year. He was interviewed by Sport Media Set and they asked him a couple of questions after the game, especially around the contract situation expiring in 2024. He said it's still a year and a half away. There are other players who will have to extend before I do. So he knows the priority. He knows there are players like Milan Skriniar that are the priority at the moment, or other players who are expiring soon, like Dzeko, Darmian, D'Ambrosio, etc. I'm happy here, and then when it comes to time to deal with my situation, we'll see what we decide to do. So very calm, collected, mature answer there by Bastoni, not putting any pressure on the team, not putting pressure in the media as well. Those are the words of a guy that wants to renew. So we'll get to that when the time is right. Let's not worry about that right now, guys. We've got other situations to worry about. And then talking about the game yesterday, we were really hungry to win against them. We hadn't forgotten about their celebrations. The celebrations, guys, I keep going back to that. I mean, Hakan will talk about that in a moment as well. But those celebrations, guys, from Milan last year, I talked about it so many times. This match finally showed that hunger, that anger, the revenge that Inter needed to take on these Milan players. Those Milan players that celebrated on their bus, chanting Hakan Çalhanoğlu's name in disgraceful ways, putting banners up against Inter, against the Coppa Italia, getting disrespectful in some moments. And then the first derby this season, losing 3-2 in the way they did, but at least they rectified it yesterday. That was the real derby spirit that I wanted to see by these Inter players. And yeah, as Bastoni says, we kept them quiet, put all our anger out onto the pitch. That's what I'm saying, the anger out on the pitch. We did well to interpret the match and made clear to them that it wasn't going to be their day. We didn't. 2-0 at half-time, 3-0 full-time result, bish, bash, bosh, done. Even after Verona said that this match could be fundamental for us on an emotional level. If we can win here, it means that we can go and beat anyone. And this Inter team has shown it. There's no denying now. Beating Napoli a couple of weeks ago, we're the first team to beat them this year in the Serie A. This Milan team as well, We've seen even in some of the bigger games this season that, even the Juve game, you could say we performed quite well, then we got punished. This Inter team on the day can beat anyone. Even the Champions League, we've shown we can beat the top teams. It's just the consistency of this team and the depth of this Inter team which worries us. And of course, mentally, they do seem to lack sometimes. But hopefully this second half of the season, we can take this win, as Bastoni says, and take us to that next level emotionally and tactically. And speaking tactically, of course, we have to get into our coach, the SUPERCOPPA merchant, or the Coppa Italia and SUPERCOPPA merchant. This guy is in history right now as the coach that has won the most SUPERCOPPAs alongside Fabio Capello and Marcello Lippi. So he is in very, very good company. The two of the goats of Italian coaching. And he had Inzaghi had some quick words after the games as well. Talking about the grueling fixture list that's coming up as well. We work to always play as the team did against Milan today. These are the kind of evenings that remain for us. This is my third trophy at a top club in Inter. I like that he reminds us, as I said yesterday, 3 trophies, guys, in 18 months at Inter in this very difficult financial situation. Do not underestimate the work that Inzaghi has done. Yes, as I keep saying, last year. And I mean, this match probably showed it, right? Why we've been so angry about losing that Scudetto, because this Milan team, especially I have given them lots of credit, because I call them the best team in Italy, because I think the sum of the total, they're really good. But in individuals, as we previewed with Mo, and I preview every derby match, whenever you look at this Milan team on paper, it never scares me. They have some great individuals in some moments, but overall the team it doesn't blow you away. They rely so heavily on Rafael Leao. Magnon, of course, yesterday was injured. But Rafael Leao and Inshallah, we called their style of play a lot that last season, and you could see they rely on him a lot. And that's why, at times last year we looked like the best team in Italy far and away. So that's why it hurt so much that we bottled the Scudetto against this Milan team, who are not proving to be at that same level as they were last year. But anyway, completely touched on Lukaku, seems to be doing quite well. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to start against Empoli, to be honest, guys. These words, again, don't fill me with confidence. We keep talking about it. If he keeps getting injured, it doesn't matter if it's a small or a big injury, it just stops his level of fitness getting up to the level we need. And again, he said, let's see if he's ready to be on the pitch against the Empoli. But anyway, focusing on the guys that were there, Lautaro and Dzeko, both of them, either of them could have been man of the match. Dzeko won the official one. They were very good beyond the goals they scored, which are obviously very important. They did very well. They were also rewarded with goals. And of course, he had to give a little shout out to his boy Correa, who actually, he did okay yesterday. He did okay. We'll give him that one. Some signs of life from Correa, at least. And my hope is to have all 4 strikers available again. I'm not even going to say it now, because every time I say it, it's going to jinx it. But we need those 4 all fit and ready to be rotating. I'm confident for Lukaku based on how I see him doing in training on a daily basis. Let's see. Moving on to Hakan now. Yes, we touched on it yesterday in the post-match reaction. He had some spicy garam masala words for his former team yesterday. And again, going back to those celebrations, a lot of them were focused on Hakan, the guy who crossed over from AC Milan to Inter last year. And you could see he felt it extra. In the first derby we lost 3-2 this season. He was also at fault for a couple of things. He didn't have the greatest performance. Maybe he felt it too much that time around. Now he felt it in the right way. He didn't get involved in any of the pre-match, post-match, during the match with Theo, like some of the guys that clearly he had an issue with in the dressing room. He seemed to be pretty calm, but in the post-match, he let it all out. He says it's a very important win, even more so for me. I'm very happy. I have to thank my teammates, fans, blah, blah, blah. We won 3-0. There's not much to say. This is where he starts to get spicy. Asked whether he thinks that this result was a measure of revenge for some of the Rossoneri's title celebration last season, and Chala replied, sure, I don't want to say anything, but let's just say karma always comes back. We were hungry. They have to show us respect. Respect, as Mourinho say, respect, respect. It ended 3-0. We killed them off early. We just gobbled them up. Now let's focus on Serie A. Empoli will believe in the Serie A title right until the end, as it should be. As it should be, Hakan. We came back very well with the win against Napoli, and then there was the draw against Monza, which nobody expected. Then we won against Verona, and today we have to keep going like this. The Turk concluded, I believe in it. Lovely, lovely, and yes, good revenge for Hakan. But as I see, you could see he felt it, and it was nice. We got some good quotes out of Barbaro. Waited for the other derby, because the other derby coming up against Milan in the league is probably even more important than this game. Yes, there's not a trophy on the line, but that could really define the Serie A season and campaign, and see who is actually challenging Napoli for the Scudetto, if there is anyone challenging, if Napoli actually does drop points. So I would have waited for the other derby, but I guess he had to just, there was a lot of pent-up emotion for him, so fair enough. Lautaro's agent also spoke out. At Lautaro, of course, great goal, third goal. Tomori is still unsure where he is. Tonali is still looking for Dzeko. So some of those Milan players, I hope they're okay. They seemed a little bit dazed and confused about where our players are. And yeah, he had quick words. He how much he loves Inter. Inter are the team of his heart, and he wants to win everything with the shirt. Hopefully, he remains true to his word. Depending on how the financial situation is at Inter, hopefully it gets better in the years to come. But Lautaro really does look like one of those guys that will remain at Inter for a long, long time. Finishing up, Dzeko, no doubts into Inter to agree a new extension with Dzeko. I think he really put his, he put his stamp yesterday on that match. He's pretty much demanded a contract with that type of performance, and Inter just need to agree something with it, whether it's a 1 year or a 2 year. Ideally, a 1 year with reduced wages is probably the ideal for all parties. Let's see what happens there. But yeah, what a player to have on the bench, or even starting, even still at this age, Edin Baba Dzeko. And finishing with Steven Zhang, a controversial person right now in the Inter world. A lot of fans don't like him. A lot of fans still like him. You can do both, guys, and still recognize that he still is the president of this team, by the way. It doesn't look like he's selling Inter anytime soon. Not that he doesn't want to, but no one's meeting his valuation, which he is more than, it's his team. He can put the valuation that he wants. Ideally, we would want new owners to come in who are able to inject capital and invest as they were doing at the beginning of the Suning era. He said yesterday, Steven Zhang, with another trophy, fourth trophy in his under his presidency. As long as I'm here, our aim is to win trophies, which is also you can't disagree with. As I keep saying, yes, Inter are not investing. Yes, we are not doing what we were doing a few years ago. Yes, we've lost a lot of players, important players as well, and not probably replaced them as we should have. But at the same time, no one else in Italy is investing. Friend of the channel, Carlo Garganese, made a great tweet yesterday, wrapping up the January window at the moment around Europe. There's only one league, guys, that's spending money. There's only one league. It's not just Inter. Serie A, look at it, Serie A in general is not spending money. But it's not just Inter, it's every other league apart from the one league, the European or the English Super League, the Premier League, completely skewed spending. But for that reason also remains that Inter can remain competitive even in these times of difficulties in Serie A, because now even Juve are facing some difficulties with their off-field problems. Milan continue with this very self-sustained model of spending. Napoli have always been on a self-sustained, low-cost model. So it means that Inter can continue to compete as long as they stay smart, even under the Suning ownership. But yeah, that was it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Keep watching the Inter videos released on YouTube, on social media. Enjoy for the rest of the day. But Empoli is coming up soon. The derby, as I said, the league derby is coming up in a couple of weeks as well. Then Champions League will come back. So focus now turns onto them, but at least Inter have one trophy under the belt. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about the topics I covered today. And yeah, catch you on the next one. Ciao ragazzi, forza Inter, chi non salta, rosso nero è.